when you want to do experiments with audio, and then especially I mean analog audio, I have to say that analog audio is like shortwave, a sea to drink. So this gives, in my opinion, a good first approach. A 2-transistor preamplifier, that's here, made with the BC547B, say the transistor that always works anyway, and I've connected it now to this end amplifier that I published on YouTube, but you can connect the whole ID, the whole circuit, to any other audio amplifier. I'm driving it now via a CD player. I hope that YouTube will not stop it because of say copyright issues, etc, etc. Anyway, what is this all about? That's perhaps interesting to show. There's here a first transistor stage. In between there's at the moment nothing, and there is here a second transistor stage. Both transistor stages can be set to amplify to their maximum. That is quite high. And that's necessary because I want to use this, and I will demonstrate it in the future, that we have here a first preamplifier. Then we have here in between a filter, an audio filter, and then we have after that another 1 transistor audio amplifier, because the filter in between brings down the levels, both of the high frequencies, the low frequencies, etc. So this is the schematic. And here you see exactly the same. It's connected now to the end amplifier, that is 44 volts. Here 44 volts when the end amplifier doesn't take current anyway, but you can also operate the whole ID out of a 12 volt power supply. This resistor, and in fact also this resistor, forms a filter with that 470 microfarad capacitor here. And as you can see, I've indicated this in between as a kind of black box. What does it mean? Say, not so much. When you directly connect here this electrode to that electrode, of course both capacitors are 470 nanofarad. When they are in series you must use the half of the value, but anyway, that's why I tell it this way. Here a connection to this first capacitor, you have a 2 transistor amplifier. And such a 2 transistor amplifier is extremely good, usable for all kinds of purposes, microphones, etc, etc. And in this case, like I told, connected to the CD player. But you can also connect it to a smartphone, other kind of MP3 players. Very important, always use here a separation capacitor so that no DC can flow into the circuit, and say the whole idea here is that nowhere DC can flow into the circuit, because we have here the separation capacitors, and they are all 470 nanofarad, but perhaps somewhat better 1 microfarad 1 microfarad non-polar of course. Anyway, here the transistor properties, etc, etc. In the future I'm going to develop this part of the circuit, that is, say, the black box, that is the filter. You can use for such a filter, for instance, a parallel T filter or another type of filter. The only aim of that filter is, say, to bring up the higher frequencies or press down the higher frequencies, bring up the lower frequencies or press them down, or say make the whole amplifier sensitive for a very small frequency band in the audio range. Of course, we are talking here about the audio range. Could be, say, for instance, that here inside we have a filter that is especially made for 3 kilohertz with 2, say, sharp slopes. That means that this amplifier only will amplify that part of the audio range, and the normal audio range goes from, say, approximately 30 Hz up to 18 kilohertz or 20 kilohertz. It's all what you want. And then I mean, say, the frequencies that are audible for the human ear. So again, the end amplifier is here. I want to keep this video short. The CD player is here. Perhaps I can give a very tiny demonstration of the sound. And here I'm going to make the filter. So here, and that will be here. This black box will be this. And I hope to show more in the future. Anyway, let's listen. Want to demonstrate a few things. At first, the volume control. This is one of the volume control, and here the effect of the amplification of the 2 stages. And you will surely see or hear that even without a filter that corrects the frequency band is corrected here when I say lift up the amplification of the first transistor and also the second transistor. And I'm not going to do that because of I think copyright issues of YouTube. So anyway, you can make this circuit, do your own experiments, and you will surely see and hear that when you have here this capacitor, coupling capacitor, coupled from this first stage to the base of the second stage of the NPN transistor, you will surely hear different audio effects when you say tune these two 1K potentiometers. Thanks for watching. So certain frequencies will be amplified better or not better when you listen to it via the loudspeakers. One tiny moment. So this was all. Thanks for watching. And perhaps in the future I'm going to publish more about this audio circuit, and especially here about that filter unit. And I want to try to make a parallel T filter or not. The only aim is of this video that my bass boost amplifier here has to work properly. So this will be in the future a bass boost pre-amplifier. Thanks for watching. Pen over somewhat.